Good evening, sports fans, on this late Thursday night, June 23rd, 2016. I'm Peter Wiggins, and it's time now for a sports write-up here on this late Thursday night. Let's start off out at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox looking to salvage a finale of a 4-game series against the Chicago White Sox at Fenway Park, and White Sox got on the board first with a McCoy ground to a double play. Shortstop Zeno Bookoff to the second baseman. Dustin Pedro to the first baseman, Henry Ramirez, and that scores Tim Anderson in the West. 1-0 for the White Sox with Todd Frazier batted while pitched by Rick Purcell. That scores Adam Eaton was 2-0 for the White Sox. And then J.B. Shuck singles on the line drive with the right field of Mookie Betts. That scores Brett Lowry and outspeeded out to the third on the throw. Right field of Mookie Betts to the first baseman, Henry Ramirez to the third baseman on McCoy Hernandez. 3-0 for the White Sox. And then bottom of fifth, Dustin Pedro doubles on the ground ball to the left field of Mookie Betts. That scores Mookie Betts. 20 double season, the Pawtucket makes it 3-1 Chicago. And then, number 6. Todd Frazier out in the second fight. Center fielder Jack Murray Jr. that scores Malcolm Cabrera and was 4-1 in favor of the White Sox. But then, bottom 6, the Red Sox woke up. Henry Ramirez singles on a soft ground ball at second baseman Brett Lowry that scores David Ortiz. And Ronald Mara scores. And Jack Murray Jr. to third base, thrown by second baseman Brett Lowry. It's 4-3 White Sox to the end. San Leon ties it 4 with a single ground ball to center fielder J.B. Shuck that scores Jack Murray Jr. And then Marco Hernandez ground to the fourth spot, fielded by second baseman Brett Lowry, and Henry Ramirez second scores, and San Leon second base was 5-4 the Red Sox, but it was short-lived. Jose Abreu homers on a line driver left center field on top of the center that scores Anderson and Eaton 7-5 for the White Sox. And then bottom of the 7th, Travis Shaw out of second spider right fielder Eddie Eaton that scores Dustin Pedro and December cars to the third base 7-6 White Sox. And then the Red Sox tied in 7 on the bottom 8. Pedro single on the line drive left field Malcolm Cabrera that scores Marco Hernandez 7-7. And then Zenenborg out to the bottom of the 10th. Singles on the shot flying drive with the center fielder Jay Shuck that scores Mookie Betts as the Boston Red Sox break the 3-game losing skid with a 8-7 bottom of 10th inning victory over the White Sox to go to 40-32 in the season. Craig Cabell got the win and Turk got lost. Next up, the Boston Red Sox will travel down to Austin, Texas for a date with the Texas Rangers. First of the 3 games series started at 8:05 p.m. tomorrow night at Austin, Texas, which is 7:05 p.m. their time, as David Price the man for the Red Sox, while Nick Martinez the man for the Rangers. Well, the Red Sox salvaged a win, 40-32, so hopefully this could be the beginning of something. But Texas is first in this AL West, so this could be a tough matchup, but if the Red Sox can make all the right moves, and hopefully their pitching can slowly but surely improve, then they can get either 1 or maybe 2 games out of the series by the Rangers. Alright, take a look at some Major League Baseball scores in this late Thursday night. Atlanta Braves are leading the New York Mets 4-3 at the top of the 9th. Middle 8th, San Diego Padres leading the Cincinnati Reds 6-4. Bottom of 4th, Arizona Diamondbacks leading the Colorado Rockies 6-3. LA Angels, Oakland Athletics getting away, but right now, Sexton Johnson with the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3. Philadelphia Phillies are the Minnesota Twins 7-3. Detroit Tigers are the Seattle Mariners 5-4 in the final 10 innings, and Miami Marlins are the Chicago Cubs 4-2. How about those Red Sox? The Pawtucket Red Sox fall to the Syracuse Chiefs down at McCoy 6-1. And in WNBA scores, 1 score. Dallas Wings leading the San Antonio Stars 6-6-1 for 3 quarters. Okay, take a look at some sports news. New York Ben Simmons admitted his legs were shaking the shook NBA commissioner, and Silver didn't realize the dream was #1 pick that Sixers came true. While the Boston Celtics selected Jaden Red out of the University of California with the #3 overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft on Thursday night at Barclays Center. And Carmelo Anthony, DeAndre Jordan, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, and our teammates Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan to the list of players who have been committed to representing the United States to the Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. The Orlando Magic have agreed to acquire Ford Sergeant Baca in a multiplayer trade Thursday night with sources confirmed by ESPN as they receive guard Oladipo, Ferd Ersat Zuma, and the rights to power forward Domantas Sabonis. With the 6th overall pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Pelicans have selected Buddy Hield, the college basketball sensation who led Oklahoma to the Final Four last season. Baylor officials did not Thursday that the school released 5 studies from 2016 from their national letters intent, which allowed them to enroll at another school without penalty under NCAA rules. The Phoenix has selected Greek center Georgios Papadidis with the number pick. And will probably trade rest for the Kings. The movie star and professional wrestler considered making a move to the sport back in 2004, long before the likes of Brock Lesnar and CM Punk considered a change from scripted combat to a real thing. With the 18th pick in the 2016 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons has selected Marquette Henry Elson in the 2015-16 Big East Freshman of the Year. While the Summer Kings have traded veterans to the Buck Miller and Sean Hornets in exchange for the 22 pick in Thursday's NBA draft. While the 11 pick took Samonis and somewhere took Kentucky, they immediately traded Samonis to Oklahoma City Thunder for Serge Ibaka. The Chicago Bulls have selected Michigan State's Denzel Valentine with the 14th pick in the 2016 NBA draft. Valentine, the AAP player of the year, had a senior year of age that developed a ready-made game in the NBA. Buffalo, for the first time in almost 2 decades, a Canadian born and raised player might not be selected among the top 5 picks of 2016 NHL will be held as the first Niagara Center in Buffalo 220 for the 25th. Dennis Young is on his way to Indiana, bringing his wrestle game to a pace the team looking to get faster. The pace required Young to book Nets for Thursday. The 25 pick get personal dog to the deal to the Associated Press. Wall. The Memphis Grizzlies made Wade Baldwin the 17th pick in the NBA draft. Baltimore Ravens. Quarterback Joe Flacco smiles after agreeing to a new 3-year contract extension at the Orange Mills facility in March in Baltimore. The Broncos cousins of training the Kings in the NBA draft's best moment. It wouldn't be a Houston Rockets offseason there was a plausible, but let's face it, a pretty down unlike this game to lend the marquee free agent at the moment. With the number 12 packed in 2016 NBA draft, the line of Hawks has selected Trey Prince, a 4-year player, with 3-year George Johnson rights their pick, but they had traded the pick. And that's going to be it for us. Sports department of this late Thursday, June 23rd, 2016 appearance. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.